Hi, Dr. Gary here. On the road, we sell dental practices nationwide. We are dental practice brokers. Today's topic is, how does a seller respond, or how do you respond to the buyer in a dental practice sale when they insist on speaking to the staff? So let's go over this today. As you know, we're in 28 states now. We have 10 employees, including 2 CPA accountants, marketing director, operations director, and 5 development acquisition individuals. We're available to you from 8 a.m. to 9 p.m. East Coast time every day except Christmas and Easter. Feel free to call us. Even if you just want to call and chat, buyer, seller, we always give free advice. And if you wanted value of your dental practice appraisal, call us. We can chat with you about that and give you a short answer on that. Now, our phone number is 201-663-0935. And our website is dentalpracticeguide.com or nationwidedentalpracticebrokers.com. You can always reach us. The information you're about to hear today is all for entertainment and is our opinion. It is not legal advice. So as we proceed, and also remember, we work with a lot of the DSOs around the country. We know what's going on. It's a changing marketplace now in spring of 2023. DSOs are getting more conservative. Some are consolidating. Some are having trouble staying in business. So everything is changing, all due to the increased interest rates. So it's just not easy out there for some of them, and there are some issues and problems occurring. But we can help you with all that. Anyway, so if you work with us, generally they pay our commission. So there's no commission to the seller with a DSO. And in particular, if you work with us, I believe we're one of the only brokers in the country that if you work with us and a DSO sale, often we can get, based on criteria, often we can get your legal fees reimbursed upon successful closing. So we've done that a number of times. So anyway, big question. The buyer wants to meet the staff prior to closing. That's a difficult one because you're trying to keep it quiet that the office is for sale. And I do suggest you maintain that confidentiality up until at least the contracts are already signed. All right? Every state is different, but, I'd be pretty far down the lane. Some offices the staff knows, and that's fine. Now, it depends who the buyer is. If this is a single buyer, a private buyer, I'd be a little cautious of him interacting with the staff because your fear is, remember, 70% of the deals go through after the letter of intent, and 30% don't, averages. And you don't want to tell the staff because there are deals that will fall apart right before closing. And then the staff's been told, some staff will spook, and they'll go look for other jobs, afraid they're going to lose their job or afraid of the future. And it's so easy to find another job now. So sellers are very apprehensive about a private buyer speaking to the staff. Our suggestion, repeating, is hold off on that as long as you can. That's important. It is sunny out. Excuse me, I'm going to wear my sunglasses here. So that's generally our rule of thumb. But what about the DSOs? Now that's a different story. No DSO is going to buy your practice, pay top dollar, and not meet at least the doctors or your associates.
Hazard reported ahead.
They have to meet them. So it's really important for them to meet the staff. Generally, they'll be after the letter of intent. You can try to hold that off. But historically, most DSOs want your doctors in contract. They'll sign a contract before the closing. They want to know what the doctors, they come to an agreement with the doctors being paid. Sometimes if the doctors have a contract, that contract may be transferable. I've had situations like that, and the DSO was fine. But be aware of that DSOs insist on at least meeting the doctor. Now, once a contract is signed, which can occur before the closing, generally a DSO is going to go through with it. You know, there's nothing last minute that's going to prevent them historically. Because they also have to get the staff on board. At minimum, they got to meet the doctors, and sometimes the staff also, because the staff has to sign up for their benefit package. They may be getting sign-on bonuses. There's all kinds of things. They have to get onboarded before the practice starts, so they know exactly what they're getting into, what their hours are, what their benefit package is. And that's important. They're running a business, and they want to know this. So this is something that you've got to speak to your attorney about, and hopefully using a dental attorney who's worked with maybe this DSO on the opposite side of the table before. But you've got to get this, you just got to get your arms around it. DSO will want to speak to your staff, at least the doctors at minimum, at least. So just think about that. It's something that you should be aware of, and something that will occur. The private buyer, once again, I don't know, that's a tough one. You're afraid to let the buyer speak to them. You as a seller are afraid to let the buyer in on everything, who the staff are. Sometimes the buyer may feel you're hiding something. Generally you're not, but it's just the staff has some apprehension. So I think that you've got to be pretty careful in what you do and how you do it. So my suggestion is with the private buyer, sometimes you can talk to them. Say, look, I don't want to spook the staff. Even though you're going to be a great doctor, everything's going to work out great. There's women's intuition and staff intuition. Sometimes the doctor just does something. That's why you never, ever let the doctor work there before a sale. He or she may do something and misinterpret it by the staff, and they say, we're out of here. And then one staff sabotages you and says, I'm out of here. Be really careful about that. So you don't let anybody work there. At minimum, maybe they could do a half-day transition. Maybe. Even that I'm a little hesitant on. But I'd like to keep them out of there. So that is, in summary, what we're talking about. Sellers to sellers, that buyers want to get in there and meet the staff. And you've got to manage it one way or the other. Okay? We have, now listen, we have these, I don't know how many, 315 YouTube videos. So we got doing them all the time, at least 2 or 3 a week. And I try to give you live activity too. What's going on that day, that week. So this is real action for you here. Again, we don't do those fancy studios. You want that, we're not the ones for you. That stuff's going to be old, and you get some guy or gal in a fancy suit. If you want that, go to another channel. We're just not doing that. We're trying to give you live action. What's happening this week on a deal? And that's what we try to provide you. What is cutting edge this week on a deal? Let's talk about it. Now, if you want to get alerted, I think you've got to hit that subscribe button so you get alerted for our new videos. We got a lot of new ones coming out. I believe, I've been told, with no one in the country, there's no dental broker has more videos, dental videos, transition videos, buy, sell videos in the country than us, because we're over 300, over 315, I think. So I don't think anybody's catching up with us. I don't have to, hopefully they never will. We'll stay on our game. Besides, I'm never going to retire. I'm having too much fun. So hit the subscribe button so you're alerted. Now, the new practices coming out, we try to get that every 4 to 6 weeks. Those practices are advertised. So stay with us and stay on top of your game, and we'll get you that information. As soon as you sign the non-disclosure agreement, you'll get all the practices for sale. All right, team, signing off. It is Sunday. We got a wedding going on today. We got a lot of action. I'm trying to squeeze in a little antique car show before that. I just came back from a swim, exercise, swim. Try to do it all. I know you don't have time, but I squeeze in the time everywhere and everywhere I can. I'm making these videos for you. It's all done for you. All right? We're on our game, having a great time. Off to the classic car show now. This is a great one, by the way, in Hershey, Pennsylvania. I'm going to that show. I think it's in October or something like that. I went last year. It's 1,500 cars. Unbelievable. If you like the old classic cars from the 1901 Cadillacs to the DeLorean. They have them all. And at the car show, I mean, it's just unbelievable. Everybody's relaxed. There's such nice people there. I just love going. And I'm going to one now. So check it out. Have fun every day. That's what we do. And we hope to catch you on the next video. Looking good. Dr. Gary signing off. I'll see you now. Bye.